guys, thanks for tuning in. So I decided to do a quick video today, and it's going to be over how to work with your man or how to work together. So yeah, so it's basically, I came up with some things and I figured these are, 5 easy topics, that I learned and actually what I'm still working on. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's dive in. So tip number one, you guys, on how to work together, there has to be a captain and co-captain. So basically what that means is, both of us cannot always, take that lead. There has to be someone that's willing to take that back seat, I'm sorry. So basically, yeah, like I have troubles with this all the time. Like, like I don't know. It still comes up all the time because I have troubles with always wanting to be right, always wanting things to go my way, and stuff. So basically, it's definitely important to have that captain, have that co-captain, have that person who, because you got to think about it. If you guys are both captains, right? Both strong, dominant personalities, and you guys are constantly bumping heads. Like everything that person say, it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. You just rebuttal that because you're just like, I know I'm right, and I don't want to be right. When situations happen or disagreements are coming about, if you even if it's not something that you may like, just sometimes just sit back, listen, learn from it and say, you know what, I'm gonna let you take that lead. I'm gonna let you, this is your business, this is your situation. Let me just sit back and take that back seat, and just like I said, it's all about listening. And I'm not saying that, if you're the captain and that person is the co-captain, you guys are always stuck in those roles. You guys can alternate. You guys can, switch it up every night, every now and then. It doesn't always have to be the same role, but like I said, whenever something happens or whenever you guys are going through something, definitely, like I said, have that captain and co-captain. Take that back seat. Let that person take the lead. Let that person take charge. Tip number two, respect. I think this goes a long way, and that just means respecting each other roles, position, um, and everything that comes with that. Some for those of you who do not know, I work as the HR of our company, and he's the director. So it's a lot of times, you gotta respect each other and what each other opinions are, especially if they're in that situation. So just for instance, like, respect what I have to offer, respect what I bring to the table, respect my opinion about something, and that's vice versa. If you guys don't have that respect, it's really hard to work together sometimes. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying respect as the person. It's more so about what you're bringing to the table, what you have to offer, and what you're doing in that situation. Respect what I have to say. And like I said, a lot of times what happens is, say if you are, I don't say someone is a superior to what you do, sometimes they can, kind of bash you, or not really bash you, or just kind of belittle your title or belittle the things that you do. And so that's why I'm saying, like, respect is so important, and it goes a long way. Tip number three, space. Like, everybody needs their space, personal space, workspace, whatever the case is, you need space. And that's just simply saying, if you guys work in the same business or you guys work in the same area, have your desk, have his area, and just have his space with each other. Like, I'm not, like, I have my own office, he has his own office. I come in sometimes and I come in his office and I talk to him, or he comes, we see each other all day. But have that space, because it can sometimes be overwhelming, especially if you work together, go home together, ride in the car together, like all those things. Like, it sometimes can be overwhelming. Everybody needs that alone time, that quiet time, that personal time. So I definitely think, just having that personal space at work, can also help a lot. And it's like I said, whether it's for 5 minutes, a couple minutes if you have to, but if you can, just definitely try to have his own zone, and he's working on something, and you have your zone where you're working on something else, and you guys are just working in the same place, but it's space. You guys have that space. I think it helps. Tip number 4. Excuse me. I'm sorry, you guys. My nails are not done, so please don't judge me. I'm just trying to kind of figure all this nail stuff and getting my nails done off and off a lot. Figure it out. But yeah, so tip number 4. Keep your business separated. Keep your, like, when I say business, I mean your personal business. Keep it separated from your actual business. The reason why, it makes your work life so much easier, especially if you have employees, people under you, people looking up to you. Keep your business, your personal business, separated. You do not want people to see you arguing. You do not want people to see, like, when you guys have tension in your relationship and they don't even know what's going on in your relationship. It's a lot of times, like, people, like, our employees do not even know that we're together. It's so funny. And I'm not saying keep that person in the dark. You don't want to hide your significant other, but definitely, keep your business separated. The reason why it's so funny, it's not like we don't try to tell people that we're together. It's just like we don't tell people when we meet them, like, yeah, we're together. They kind of pick it up, and the way they pick it up is because our coworkers talk too much. But no, so basically, like I said, just keeping that business separated. And that also means, when I say your personal business, when you guys get home, and you guys have something at work that you guys were arguing about, keep that freaking separated. Like, I'm serious. Do not take your issues home. Do not go home, close the door, and still be arguing about a decision that was made at work. I mean, you have to have that balance. You got to have that. Keep it separated. Like, we're not going to talk about it, when we get when we get in bed, like, it's over, it's done, it's whatever. Like, yeah, actually, this happened yesterday. He was on a conference call, and something was said that, he wants me to start doing. And, for a second, I got mad about it, and, I got mad at him about it. And I pretty much went to the whole non-talking phase, and I definitely don't feel like that's the route you should take. Once you get home, it's like, hey, we're at home, it's over, it's done, decision is made, it was said, like, let's move on. How to move on. So, definitely try to keep, that business, that personal life, keep that separated for what you guys are doing, because you guys are partners, you guys are working together. So, no one else needs to know what's going on in your business. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, the last tip I have for you guys, tip number 5, is basically having that work-life balance. I know I kind of touched on it on number 4, but this is so important. And I'm simply saying, far as having fun and stuff, like, you can't always just be like business. Like, we're partners, so all we have to talk about is business. I know that takes up a majority of you guys' time, but you gotta learn how to still have a personal life, have a relationship, especially if you guys are dating. Like, have that relationship. And so what we found, or what I read, that I want to incorporate in our relationship, and what we're actually working on right now, is dedicating certain days or weekends to each other, and to other things. So what we basically are trying to do is, one weekend out the month is our time. It means no business talk, no work issues, no employees, no nothing. It's just me and you. It's me and you. And then another weekend out the month, we take out the employees. We hang out with our workers. We take them out, whether it's dinner, whatever the case is. We hanging out with them. And then the three, I think you should have your personal space, meaning no significant other, no work. It's kind of like where if you need your girl time, your guy time, just dedicating certain times. And I know it's sad to say like, oh, you know, I got a schedule when I hang out with my boys, a schedule when I hang out with my girls. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I'm saying, if you guys have issues with balancing those, like try just scheduling it out. Like, hey girls, I know I haven't seen you guys in a while, but we're gonna have a girls' night this weekend. How's your schedule? Kind of, figure it out. And then, lastly, try to just have your relaxed weekend. Like, hey, I'm not doing nothing, you're not doing nothing. Let's just sit down and just relax. So I definitely think, hope these are my tips that I'm trying to work on, or what I have learned, and hopefully you guys can agree, or hopefully this can help some of you guys. And I'm not saying it has to be pertaining to just business and working together. It can be just working on something, a side project, or just something in your relationship, so I definitely hope this helps you guys. If you guys have any questions, just comment below. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and also thank you guys for subscribing to my page, and I do appreciate all my new subscribers. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.